Hello and welcome to West Bengal Judicial Service Preparation. Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start the Civil Procedure Code 1908. So this is an introduction video. So firstly, let's check out that how we are going to study in this series. So I am starting a series about this Civil Procedure Code. So there will be number of videos one by one that will be uploaded every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. So now let us check how are we going to study in this series. So firstly let us take an example. Okay. So let's say a person called Shyam. So you are an advocate. You are sitting in your chamber. A person called Shyam came up to you and said that he has committed a murder and he came running to your chamber and he wants you to save him from the police. Okay. So this is Shyam. Another person came up named Ram. This is an example, okay? Don't take it as otherwise. So Ram came up and said that he had made a contract with an person and that person has fled away without fulfilling the terms of the contract and there is a breach of the contract. Now, can you differentiate between the two cases? Which one is the civil and which one is criminal case? So Ram has committed murder and Sam has committed murder and Ram has suffered a breach of contract. Now, if Sham has committed a murder, then it is a social crime. It is affecting the whole society. Murder is a heinous crime and it can create fear among the society. So, this is a public offense. Now, Ram has suffered a breach of contract and his private right has been infringed. So, this is a quite private right case. His private right has been infringed, nothing affecting the society or anything like that. So now, in a basic way, you can differentiate that Sham is going to go through the criminal trial and Ram is going to face a civil trial, right? This is a basic idea. This is an example and I am trying to make you understand a basic difference between what is a criminal case and what is a civil case. So Sham has committed a murder and Ram has suffered a breach of contract. So now as we are dealing with a civil procedure code, so Ram's case is of civil nature. Preliminarily we can understand in this way. Okay. Now, so first we will deal with Ram. We will deal with Sham when we study the criminal procedure code. So let him wait outside. Now, after hearing to Ram, he said that he had made a contract with a person named Ravan. Now, Ravan has fled away without fulfilling the terms of the contract and the Ram has suffered huge losses. Now we have to make a case for him. How we can give him relief. As an advocate, I am saying. Okay, I am taking this example up as an advocate. So we have to do something for Ram. We have to give him some instructions. We have to work for him. So how will we do that? So in this procedure, we will learn the civil procedure code. That how things happen in court, how a case is instituted, how a trial is conducted under the civil procedure code. So this is a civil nature case. So for finding out what case is a civil nature case, first we have to see the place of swing. So in the next video, we are going to learn about place of swing. That what type of cases are civil nature cases. Okay, now suppose Ram is a person who stays in Kolkata and Ravan is a person with whom Ram has made an agreement for a sale of land and he stays in Delhi. Okay, and now for the sale of the land of which they made an agreement, that land is in Mumbai. Okay, now we have three places, Kolkata, Delhi and Mumbai. Now, where we are going to institute this suit? What will be the jurisdiction of this case? Whether we should file a suit in Kolkata or in Delhi or in Mumbai. So, to find that out, we have to learn this chapter called jurisdiction, that where we should file the case. What will be the jurisdiction of the civil courts for such type of case where there is three place for cause of action. One place of cause of action is for Ram, where he stays in Kolkata, and one for Ravan, where he stays in Delhi, and the piece of the land is in Mumbai. So in the jurisdiction video, we are going to learn how we can find out the jurisdiction of this case. Okay, according to this example, I am saying, okay. Now suppose we are taking it, suppose that Ram stays in Kolkata, and we find out after we have learned the jurisdiction chapter that the case will be instituted in Kolkata itself. Okay, fine. Now what we have to do? We have to draft a plaint. We have to write everything what Ram wants to say in his case, or what kind of reliefs he wants to make. Now for drafting a plaint, we have to learn the chapter plaint. Okay, I will mention about the sections in order later when we start with the video of the plaint. So we need to learn how to draft a plaint. Okay, now after we have decided that we are going to draft the plaint in this way, now we have to think about who will be the parties to the suit. Okay, now suppose Ram, he has his partners with him. Then Ravan is there, he might have his partners. There are witnesses in the cases. Okay, there are also maybe other persons involved. Okay, so we have to decide who will be the plaintiff, who will be the defendant. Okay, there are pro forma defendant also. Okay, so for that we have to learn the chapter parties to the plaint. Now let's come on to the pleadings. Okay, now we have to plead certain things in our plaint, that we want this relief, I have suffered these losses, this is the amount I want as a compensation. So for pleadings, there are specific rules for pleadings. So we have to next go to the pleadings. Okay, after say you have decided with the plaint, we have decided with the parties to the suit, we have decided with the pleadings also that this is this relief we want. Okay, now we have to institute the suit. We have to go to court and make this plaint a suit. Okay, so for that we have to know the institution of suit procedure. Okay, now say everything is fine, the suit is instituted. Okay, no problem came up, everything is fine. Now after the institution of the suit, what procedure we have to follow? After the institution of suit, we have to send summon to the defendant. So over here, what we learned that Ram is a plaintiff who files the case and Ravan is a defendant. Okay. Now we have to inform the defendant that a case has been filed against you. You have to appear in the court on such and such date. So for that we have to send summons. Okay, to each party. Okay, so that we will learn in our summons series. Okay, now what will be the procedure? After that, the summon has been accepted by Ravan and Ravan is ready to come to the court. Now what? Now Ravan comes up to the court and he comes up and says, no, Ram is saying wrong. I do have certain claims from him. Okay, I have a counter claim. I also get some money from him. So for that we have to learn the written statement, set off and counter claim. Yes, Ravan can also make a counter claim. Okay. Then suppose Ram has pleaded his pleading, Ravan has submitted his written statement and counter claim also that such amounts are there. Now what will the court do? The court will frame an issue. The court will make issues like what are the dispute between the two plaintiffs and defendants. They will make a question format pattern that we called as issue, and the court will frame an issue to decide upon this point, that these are the litigations between the two parties and we need to decide according to these disputes. Okay. Now after the framing of the issue, then we will enter into the Evidence Act. Now how the evidence will be taken? Okay, what will the procedure for the evidence? So for that we have the Evidence Act. Evidence Act is applicable for both the civil and the criminal cases. So then we have to go into the Evidence Act. The what witnesses will come up, how the evidence will be recorded. Okay. Now after suppose all the things are done, evidence has been recorded. Okay, now the court has come up to a decision. For the decision, the court will pass a judgment. Okay, now the judgment can be in favor of Ram and also in favor of Ravan also. Okay, that we don't know in whose favor it is. Okay, after the judgment has been given, then the court will also give a decree. We heard this term lot, right? Decree. Okay, so a decree will be given by the court. Okay, suppose the decree is in favor of Ram. So what will be the next procedure for Ram? And suppose Ravan has lost the case. So what will be his next step? So if Ram has won the case or he has been given the reliefs what he claimed before the court, then he will go into the execution procedures. Okay, now as Ravan has lost and he is not happy with the decision of the court, then what will be the reliefs? What will be the doors open for him? He can go for appeal, review, revision, or reference, whatever is suitable. So this is the procedure. This is actually the procedure that happens in court. Okay, firstly we need to decide what is a civil nature case. Then we have the jurisdiction, that in what place we are going to, under what court or what place we are going to file the case. Then we have to draft the plaint. Then we have to decide the parties to the suit. Then we have to plead our pleadings. Okay, then we have to institute the suit. Then we have to send the summon to the other parties. Then the other party will appear. Then he will that person will file the written statement. If he has some counter claims, then counter claims will be filed. Okay, then the court will frame the issue. Then the evidence procedure will be done. Evidence will be taken up. Then the court will pass judgment and decree, and then comes the execution or the appeal procedure. So this is the basic things that happen in the court, and this is the procedure that happens in court. Okay, so we are going to study in this manner only. Okay, I hope this is clear. Please do comment below and let me know whether it is clear or not. Okay, so this was an introduction video. So with an example of Ram, Ravan and all those things, I tried to make you understand that what is the procedure followed by the courts under the civil procedure code. So this was the basic thing that in the way we are going to learn are the things that basically happens in court. So in this procedure only we are going to do our series. Okay, hope you like this video. So today only I am going to upload another video, that is the introduction to the civil procedure code, maybe by evening. So please subscribe to my channel and stay updated. Thank you for watching. Happy watching.